I've been practicing on our intro, so here it goes.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Give it. I want to hear it.
God. Oh, man, you guys already messed me up already. So, I don't know how to start.
Oh no, we're gonna have to stop the show and start it over.
Okay,
we fucked it all up.
3, 2, 1.
Take it away, Young. Go ahead.
You just said you had an intro.
Oh God, I'm gonna take over. Hold on.
Okay.
Give me a countdown.
Go ahead, Young. Countdown.
Somebody give me a
This
countdown.
is your show. Jeez. 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, welcome to Real Talk with Matt and RJ. We have Yong and Glen on the show tonight. It's going to be an amazing show. We are going to have all kinds of stories, especially we're going to get into the details about the Airbnb that they all shared, that apparently RJ decided at 2 a.m. in the morning he needed to get some food and kicked in both their doors. So should we start with that, guys?
Oh,
sure.
Glen.
You haven't even talked to RJ since Seattle, right?
We've texted a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
We talk every day practically now, but I don't know, man. Where should we start, RJ? Where should we start? This is Friday night. This past Friday night. And I know a lot of people left Saturday. So I guess RJ decides to freaking party like it's 1999. He goes, "Oh, I'm eating clean. I'm gonna have a salad." Right. So he's much. Wait, was that Friday that you were eating a salad?
Yeah, I was eating something. I forgot what it was. I have all the salads out there are like $20, man.
But okay, so he's like, "I'm eating clean. I'm gonna eat a salad." But then he's freaking drinking like a fish, right? And there's like 20, 30 of us, right? In fact, our group was so big they had to separate us. Like half of, there was like 15 of us at one table, 15 at the other table. Thank God RJ was at the other table because no joke, like at 9:53, even the server said no more alcohol for RJ.
Well, they cut him off like as soon as it's like they targeted him as soon as he walked in.
Why were you drinking so much, RJ?
I wasn't
He's
drinking.
having a good time.
Yeah, I was having a good time. Thank you, Glenn. Appreciate it. I told my grandpa, he's like, "Good job, son. I'm proud of you. Do it again."
Were they trying to hold
Do
the
it
brown man down or
again.
what?
His grandfather said, "Do it again."
Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah, he didn't say that.
Why were you drinking so much?
I didn't drink that much. I only had 2 drinks and 2 shots, and then
Oh
it hit me
hell
hard.
no! I don't buy that. I
was. Y'all was sipping on wine, looking at me.
You know what? We should get Anthony on the show because his ass was sitting right next to you. He'll tell the full story. Why were you drinking so much?
Racial profile. I wasn't drinking that much. I was actually pretty excited to be there. I did the speech, and then I was kind of relieved, and I was like ready to party and stuff. And
you were ready to party?
Out.
So here's the thing. So RJ, at this point, it was altitude. My ass, man. We're at sea level.
Altitude.
I know, huh? The freaking beach is right there talking about altitude. But check this out. So by like 10:30, like RJ is getting really annoying, right? I turned to Glenn. I was like, look, man. As soon as RJ turns that corner, we're gonna jump into a lift and we're gonna get the hell out of here, right? So as soon as RJ turns the corner, what do? We get on our phone, we call Lyft, and we just got out of there. But now I know what some people are going to say. They're like, "Oh, that was a dick move." He had like 10, 20 people with him, so he was in good hands. Okay. Now, if he was just with us, of course we would have been with him. But he was in good hands. But anyway, fast forward, Glenn and I, we get back to the Airbnb. It's about what 11:30, Glenn.
Yeah, that's early.
Yeah. We pass out. 2 in the morning. RJ comes back to the Airbnb, kicks in both our doors. Let's get some food. What are you doing, dude? Man, we're sleeping. And then I'm talking to RJ. He goes, "Oh, I didn't go in your room." I'm like, "Yeah, you did. You came into both our rooms talking about let's get some food."
I know. I was trying to try Uber Eats for the first time, and it was a fail. It was a complete.
Yeah, you got Uber drunk. That's what you did. That's what you did.
First time using Uber Eats. So
nah, but you know what? I look. We've been talking every day since, and this, obviously, all jokes aside, RJ gave a really good presentation, and first time in Seattle, right?
Yeah, my first time there.
First time in Seattle.
First
This
time
is
RJ's ever been on a plane.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. His first time on the plane. He's having fun. And I get it, right? I get it. I've been there before, but no, I was totally busting your balls. And then you know what was funny? Like the next morning, I woke up to use the restroom, and I went downstairs to make sure that you were back. RJ's laid out, right? I'm like, oh, this fool. I took a couple of snapshots, right? Posted it on Facebook. And here's the funny thing, though, right? Here's the funny thing. RJ owns up to it, man. He's like, yeah, that's me. He's all proud.
That's why he's been dieting for the last couple months, bro. He wanted to make sure he was ready for Seattle.
Oh man, he owned up to it, man.
He did like he's an underwear model, bro. Like he had that other shot he was sharing at the last conference.
I know he owns up to it, man. There's probably like 50 pictures of him in his freaking underoos, and he owns up to it.
I'm gonna be I told you guys I'm gonna be the gay model for my Instagram brand.
Dude, look, I've seen you now. Okay, you're no underwear model. You're more like a foot model.
Young, why are you checking out his feet, bro? Come on now.
I have a foot fetish.
Oh, God.
I have a foot fetish.
Oh man.
All right. So
no, but I get it, man. I get it, man. You know, look, he was excited.
Now that we got that out of the way, get everybody all interested in that. Let's go over our last 7 days.
Yeah, let's do that. Also, too, in the description, we're gonna have the September's research. We dropped that on the 1st. So if you guys haven't got that yet, we have September's research down below. Also, too, Yong and Glen actually did a presentation on typography and a little bit of everything. I'm gonna have the typography book with the promo code Happy Birthday down below, and we're gonna have Glen's channel and Matt's channel.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but that promo is over. But no, you know what? I'll put it back up for another 24 hours.
This guy, what an ass!
Here we go.
Try and keep stuff for the people.
Here we go. All right, I gotta log into my account. I gotta get my numbers.
Yeah, this
pull up mine too. So, I
was impressed with RJ's talk. There was actually someone that messaged me on the day of. They were like, someone was actually making a shirt design after I was actually talking. He was actually making a shirt design when I was on stage talking. So that was pretty cool. Something to think about. I think that's pretty much as real as it gets. But I
remember that also. You also got that message that was like, "Man, your talk was just so much better than Yong's." I was like, "Man, people are just keeping it real."
Hey, but you know what, Glenn? But your talk was part of mine, so they're also talking about you then.
No, mine that was totally separate.
Oh yeah,
I saw pictures of the conference. It looks like Yong put Glen in the corner, man. Like Glen's sitting down off behind the seat. Yong's up in front talking.
No, it's actually the other way around. My ass was sitting down. No joke.
He was sitting down. His back was hurting. You could tell. I was like,
"Hey, tell me if I'm lying, man." When Glenn was presenting, I was on stage. I was like, "My ass is sitting down. I ain't trying to stand this whole time."
All right, RJ, start it off.
Okay, so last 7 days, 273 shirts sold at $753.
Nice. Last 7 days for me is 163 for 543.76.
Nice.
Glenn, go ahead.
Product sold 112, and estimated royalties $368.01.
Okay, me. Let's see. Last 7 days, 101 shirts sold. Estimated royalties $417.79.
All right, yeah, that's for. Also, too, guys, like we're up there. When Glen and Yong were up on stage, like going over like typography and stuff like that. Like I don't know, man. Every time someone presents that, or just you present it, Yong, when you guys present it together, it's just like you look at designs like a whole different. Like you understand a design when you look at it. It's pretty cool. So something to think about right there.
Yeah, for sure. Hey guys, we have 42 people watching right now. There's only 6 thumbs up. So do me a favor, hit that thumbs up, and if you can share it in the groups, just to let people know that we're on a little bit earlier than normal, because I'm sure people missed out that we're not going at 6.
Oh dang! I forgot to share it in the groups. Good job.
We're the worst at this. We need to honestly, we need to get somebody that can do all that stuff for us in the middle of the show.
What are you talking about?
Do all the little stuff that screws up our intro more than it already is.
Hey, you know what? Kelly's husband Dale showed us. He uses some like weird custom software that makes his live seem like it's freaking like Sports Center, huh, Glenn?
Yeah.
I was watching it.
It's super cool, man. He's got like this whole frame around his screen, and then he's got like the comments on the side. It's really hard to explain, but just check out some of his live streams
All right.
from the past, and super cool.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into the conference. Like that's what we want to talk about, anyways. So I obviously missed the conference. I was in Dallas. So I'm gonna depend on you guys to kind of give a rundown. But in terms of like, I believe RJ spoke on day one. Did you guys speak on day one too?
Day two.
Day two. Okay. Who else spoke on day one?
You're asking the wrong questions.
Things just seem kind of like a blur now that you're kind of talking about them.
I actually have the sheet in the room, but
Yeah, you know what? Let's see. Let's actually go to the site.
Okay, I know it was like a youth. I know there was what's his name?
Was
Cody,
Owen
right?
video?
Yeah,
that
Owen
was
video was
that
one of
was on
them.
the first day, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, so that was on the first day.
yeah. Burnt was the first guy, right?
Right.
Burnt Almond. Let's see. Burnt Almond.
did anyone buy his $5,000 course?
I didn't even know there was one until they told us the next day.
Burnt Almond. Let's see. I think Rachel was the first day. Rachel Miller.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
And then Cody. And then Dion Baker. Who else? Owen Video, and then RJ. And then Ken. And then Ken got on stage, and that was again. I don't want to talk about like exactly what they talked about.
Yeah, I don't want to give away like what.
Yeah, because you want to respect the organizers because they're going to sell the replay. But Ken's talk was it was very heartwarming. I'll just say that.
Nice.
Yeah.
What? Who out of day one like really stood out to you guys? Like
RJ.
RJ.
Don't be trying to make me feel good and shit.
You
Hey.
We're fine. We're fine then. You know, you weren't good.
You fucking suck. Honestly, I think was it Dion? She kills it, man. Every single time, like even on her show when we had her on, she's really good. I like give her props. Like people were following her after her talk. I can see. I was watching them. They were trying to like, oh, come over here, and you know what I mean. Let's like, you know what I mean. And she's like, no, RJ, I'm not. I'm hanging out with you. I'm hanging out with you. And I was like, okay, cool, let's do it. Let's hang out. And then, because a lot of people, I don't know, just a lot of people were just like after her talk, they're trying to like pick her brain more because she's smart, like she's out of this world. So
yeah, no, Dion's freaking amazing, man. Like you have a conversation with her, it's hard to get in like 5 words.
Yeah, for sure. Now I was watching her too. We had open bar on Friday. I was watching her, and the bartender guy, I was watching him because it's like he was new. He didn't know how to make margaritas. So I told him, I was like, hey, whatever drink that you don't know how to make, I was like,
he's like, ask me.
Test
I drink.
Test it on me. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
All right.
Yeah, no, I mean, they were all good. Rachel, she gave a good talk about how to leverage Facebook and all that.
She brought the energy.
Some people, I've heard some people talk about, well, why was Owen and Owen Video and what's his name, Cody Wolf, Cody there when it has nothing to do with merch, but.
No, that's the wrong attitude, man. Like, yes, I realize that like it was like a merch conference, but dude, if you were looking for like just ways to improve your merch business, you're looking at it the wrong way, man. Like you need to be trying to take in as much stuff as you can from everybody and figuring out how you can incorporate it into things you can do. Like the things that they're talking about are valuable, and like especially if you really want to build a business, like. Merch is great, everything else, but we all know that we don't have a ton of control over this business. Like having the ability to drive traffic, get a following, do it through YouTube, do it through Facebook, do it through video marketing, all that stuff. Like that's really powerful stuff because you can use it on other platforms.
No, absolutely. And I was telling, I forgot who I was telling. Maybe I told Glen this, but I was like, it's when you're at a conference like that, where it's like a 2-3 day event, you can only talk about print on demand so much, right? So I knew exactly what Chris was doing. He wanted to diversify everything, and I get it. But so look, you can't please everyone, right? So So that was day one. And then day two, that was the best day.
What was your talk about?
It was about design and typography.
Okay.
It was a little rough for us because we went on at like 5, and by that time, like a lot of people were tired, and
we were actually we were the last ones because the guys that were behind us, they didn't even talk. They just said, "Hey, we got free drinks in the lobby."
Oh yeah, once you say free drinks, it's like,
dude. When I presented at Marcello, that was with me too, and I had the most technical talk, and they stuck me at the very end of the conference. So I'm talking about like super complicated stuff, and everybody else is like, "We're tired."
Yeah. I'm actually looking at the schedule now. Let's see. So day two was. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They're trying to push me over to day two. Because they were supposed to have like another Amazon.
That's right. You were bumped a couple of times.
They were trying to push me around, and it was pretty cool.
He's like, "Don't you dare push me around.
Yeah, you can't push RJ around."
Yeah, I was like, ask the people.
I'll show you my underwear.
Anthony was on day 2, which Anthony like this dude just had me dying back there with like these stories. Like,
well, the cool thing about Anthony is he's a good storyteller, right?
Yeah,
he's such a good story. I mean, he can probably like tell you the lyrics to like "Mary Had a Little Lamb" and just like make it explicit and funny, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Mary, fucking had a little lamb. That's just how he is. He tells them. His stories are so fun. But yeah, no, I heard a lot of good things about Anthony. But yeah,
Amy started off the day on day 2, right?
Amy did start off the day. She's on the 100K tier. Jason Miles, he was there last year. He talked about Shopify, and then Donald Gatson, he's the Fiverr guy. Apparently, he does Fiverr voiceovers.
Yeah, he's pretty dope. He's a pretty good guy.
I briefly had a conversation with him. He seems cool. Let's see. Who else was it?
Michael
Essek. He gave a good talk. Such a nice guy, man. Michael. Yeah. Such a really cool guy. And then we talked about Anthony. And then Dave Kadoff went to the whole routine of filing a letter of protest. Yeah. And then after David, it was me and Glen, and that was it.
All right.
And then
you guys didn't go to day 3?
I went. These guys had left. Thank God. I went, and it was pretty much the same guys from Burnt's team. I only went in the morning, so I didn't catch the whole presentation. And I'll be honest with you, man, by like lunchtime I left because I was so damn tired from someone waking me up at 2 a.m. that I just went back to the Airbnb and I took a nap.
Dude, I mean that's a long day. Like for multiple days in a row. Plus you're doing like the networking afterwards, and RJ's trying to shove tequila down your throat.
Yeah.
No, I actually said hi to a lot of people and talked to a lot of people. Took selfies with everybody, pretty much everybody. And,
RJ was out there kissing babies. Fun. And he's like, "Let me kiss your baby."
Yeah, you're right.
So what? Let's get back to the conference just to give people a little bit of value out of it. Like, what were like the key takeaways that you guys have from it? What are the things that stood out?
Why don't you guys go ahead?
Oh, thanks, Young, let's talk. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Thanks. About time to shut up.
Shut your pie hole.
No, honestly, I think just learning from like you have a lot of people out there that are like in the audience that are killing it with like Merch by Amazon, but they're still like willing to like learn like all the basics all over again. Because there was a lot of people that were at the conference and they didn't know like nothing about Merch by Amazon. That's what they wanted to learn. They want to learn how to create a listing. Like there's people in the audience when I went up there, I was like, wow, like there's a lot of people that don't know nothing, and they wanted to learn that. Like they're basically, I just started my business like 2 months ago, and I don't know how to do this. Like what do I do to scale my business up? So, you know what I mean? So that was pretty interesting. And I think like when I went up there, I just brought everybody back to like the basics again. And I told them like, hey, this is what I would do from the very beginning if I started all over again. and a lot of people were actually interested in that. Actually, someone actually called up my brand when I was on stage.
Yeah, I heard that. I was like, I was kind of talking to RJ off to the side. I was like, you know what? Don't do that, man. Like that's really fucking rude. Like that's one thing if he wants to share his brand, but if you're gonna call it out in a public place with a bunch of people when the stuff's getting videoed, like that's fucking rude.
Yeah, for sure. But I honestly, I seen it as I was actually giving out really valuable content to where the point where someone can actually look up my brand and see like, hey, he's telling the truth. He's not bullshitting you, and he's not doing nothing like that. He's being real with you because he actually wants you to be successful in this business. So that's how I seen it. I thought about it for a little bit. I was up there. I was like, oh man, for real? Is he gonna do me like that? But then when I went out in the hallway, when I kind of gathered my thoughts, and I was like, you know what? That was actually pretty good that she did that, because you can actually go back and look and see what I'm doing, and you can see how I'm scaling my business. So that's how I seen it.
There we go. I think as far as like when I was talking to everybody, everyone seemed kind of like very similar, maybe ups and downs with like merch in general. So I mean, I didn't talk to anybody that was like straight up unstoppable in like the last 3 to 6 months or something. Everyone was kind of the same to where like after the freeze, it seemed like maybe things weren't the same after that, and everyone was kind of like on this roller coaster ride of like sales up, sales down. And everyone was just kind of, in that same kind of mindset. Like last year when we went to the conference, everyone was like riled up and pumped up.
Everyone was hyped. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's all hyped. And then this year, everyone was like, I've been doing it on merch, but then I've also seen some pretty, crappy sale days. So, I mean, it was good to see, I guess, just talking to everybody in general, like how they've been doing with their account and where they plan to take it, how they plan to improve pretty much.
Okay.
That was actually pretty interesting too. Like actually when we met the day before the event, how everyone's talking about how sales have like flatlined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all pretty much on the same page, all the speakers and stuff. We're like, yeah, like there's really nothing to say. Like, and some of them are like, what do I get myself in this situation? But I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you guys talk about anything that the secret speakers talked about? Is there anything that you can share?
No, here's the thing. No, and some of us actually had an opportunity to sit down and meet with Amazon merch. Right. It was a private secret meeting. I know Glenn went. RJ, did you get a chance to talk to them?
No, I didn't. Are you talking about that secret room that you went into without us?
Hey, it wasn't just me, man. Okay, apparently you weren't special enough.
No, me and RJ were left there in the dust. We're like, hey, where's
you guys aren't Ken's adopted son. That's the problem.
Hey, settle down, Glenn, because your ass was in there the next day. Okay? But anyways, we can't talk about what we can't talk about what we talked about in that meeting, but what we can say is Amazon knows our frustrations. They know, we're not just a number. They actually do care, and there's some good things coming in the future. I'll say that.
Okay, so like Young, you've been pretty. I don't want to say negative, like I'd say realistic, right? Like about where you feel about merch.
I've been frustrated. I think
I've been very frustrated, but you've also been realistic, right? Like this is obviously it's a side hustle for you. You have limited time that you can spend on it,
sure,
and you're getting more return from other things, right? So how do you feel about merch by Amazon after going to the conference, after actually talking with merch? Like where does it sit in terms of like your priorities?
Well, it's always been my priority, but it does make me feel better. To know that again, we're not just a number in the system. They're gonna they're gonna award the people that play. They play the game with good intentions, right? If you're out there doing stupid things, you might get suspended, you might get terminated. Right. So again, I can't go into the details, but
why not?
And well, I don't know. Well, maybe Glenn can.
No,
but I can't.
Spill the beans, Young.
Here, hint. Uploads. That's it.
But no, I mean
Uploads.
they definitely um, added some reassurance to our frustration, and just letting us know that, hey, there are people on the other side of the platform, and it's not just all bots, and it's not just a system, right? I mean, they are paying attention, basically.
I just like making Young uncomfortable. So
That's
Me
Yeah.
uncomfortable? Never.
Okay, yeah, guys, we got 69 people watching. Go ahead and press the thumbs up and share the video, please. It means a lot. Also, here's a hint. Okay, this is what they said. I'm gonna say one word. That's it. It's uploads. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say right there.
okay,
That's your hint.
that doesn't help anybody, but all right.
Yeah, what the hell does that mean, RJ?
It's bad.
hell?
I'm really good at translating RJ. Like at least 3-4 times a day. Like I have to just go, okay, what is he actually saying here? Like, and I'm clueless right now.
I don't even understand myself sometimes. I'm like, what the
That's
fuck?
clear.
But I enjoy it though when I make myself laugh. So that's all that matters. Did I just really do that shit?
All right, well let's do it this way, right? Like, so same question I asked Young. How do you guys feel about the merch platform after going up to the conference, after seeing the secret speakers and talking with everybody else? Like, what are your guys' feelings? We're going into Q4. Like, how do you guys feel about the platform and what the future is?
I think they're barely getting started. I think they're gonna do a whole lot more, but of course we have to put in the work. I mean, to make things happen, and I mean, it's gonna get better and better. And they've gone through so many different changes in the last 2 to 3 years. So, but as far as mindset goes, I do feel a little bit better, kind of like what Young was saying, a little bit better, I guess, reassurance about it. But numbers only gonna increase if actually put in more work to it.
Right.
So.
At the end of the day, I mean, we talked about this how many times. Yeah, Amazon merch is a great platform, but I mean, you'd be a fool if that's all you're doing, right? I mean, get into the Etsy and Printful and Redbubble and all those other stuff, right? Yeah, you're gonna make the most on Amazon, but do other things. I mean, I tell you guys all the time in private, right? I'm trying to do other things outside of Amazon.
You talk about some stuff we don't want to hear about, Young, too. So
Yeah, right.
Sometimes you just let your freak flag fly.
Hell yeah.
Wait, Young, what do you plan on doing? Like, what's your? We want to talk about it a little bit?
Yeah. Well, I talked about the KDP, right? I really want to scale that, dude. Hey, Glenn. I don't know if I told you, but Steven's son's not coming through, man.
Oh man. So now what are you gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna give him a couple more weeks. And
You're a nice boss.
Well, yeah, we'll see. I'll give him a couple more weeks. If I don't get anything in return, I'm gonna have to hire a VA.
See how they're having their own conversation. We know what the hell they're talking about. What the hell is that about?
Hey, you asked me what I'm doing. You asked me what I'm doing, and I'm telling you. What?
Who's Steven's son?
Don't worry about it. Who's that girl you were with last night?
Don't worry about it. We
Okay then.
ate the garbage burrito. Went to a place in Redlands. It's called it was a garbage burrito. El Burrito.
El Burrito, dude. El Burrito's legit.
Garbage burrito?
Yeah, that's funny.
You been to that place before, Matt?
Yeah, that place is good, man. Their tortillas are ridiculous. Oh.
Young calls me, right? Okay, so the girl's in the car. He's already talking shit to me when he calls me. I'm just like, oh man. I'm gonna come down there the first week of November, and you and I'm gonna come visit you, and you're gonna suck boop, whatever. And I was like, she's all sitting in the car laughing at me. I'm just like, oh, this guy right here, and he's like, why? What happened? He's like, I got a girl in the car, dude. He's like, what does she look like? Send a picture of her. I was like, what? She's right here. And she starts laughing. And then he's like, hi, mamacita. I was like, this guy right here, dude.
No, because I'm gonna be down there the first weekend of November because Manny's gonna have his baby shower.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so I told RJ, well, since I'm gonna be down there, let's get together and just brainstorm, talk business.
Mm-hmm.
I will. I'll actually not be. That's you're saying the very first week. So like the
very
second,
first
third, and
weekend.
fourth?
Yeah.
I actually won't be around. I'm in a wedding, so I'll be gone.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask us right now. If you guys, it's midway point. Hit us with any questions you guys have.
Start guilting them into dropping all the secrets. Because I don't know them either, guys. I wasn't there. Just blame them.
Hey, look, it's not like I was the only one in the damn meeting. Okay, I saw other people. Glenn was there. Let's see, who else was there? I know Tara was there. Debbie was there. I don't remember who was in there with you, Glenn.
Yong's just trying to find like other people you can ask them.
Yeah, seriously.
Exactly.
He's like
trouble, not him.
Just dropping dimes so other people are going to get bothered.
RJ was there. Ask RJ. So, but you know what? Look, like I said, grow merch and do other things. That's all I'm saying. Grow merch and do other things. What more do you want me to say? That's what I've been saying for the past 6 months.
Yeah, we want you to say something more. You've been saying the same thing over and over again.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Let's talk about what else you're working on, Young.
That's what I was getting at.
Well, like I said, so I'm doing the KDP, and then I got that illustrator. I want to try and offer his services to the community because I don't know if I showed you, Matt. I know I showed you, RJ, and I showed Glenn. This kid does freaking I mean, it's just next level stuff, man. He's doing some stuff that's just really, really high quality.
Is this kid you found at the colleges, or?
Well, yeah. So I found him at a college, but it happened by accident. Because what were you gonna say? What now?
You found him on Tinder.
Well,
I figured RJ was talking about Stanford girls.
Huh? You got jokes.
He just happened to be a designer. And
I know. This guy's profile pic looks like a
no. So basically, it happened by accident. So the girl that I had hired, I asked her. I was like, "Hey, if you know any other people that want to work, let me know." And she recommended this kid that she's in class with, and I got in contact with him, and he's actually a animation illustration major. So got into communications with him, and I'm kind of testing the waters with him right now because it seems like he doesn't really want to do the work, but he's telling me that he needs the money. So we'll see.
Sounds like an artist.
Yeah.
No, it sounds like a millennial, and I pick on millennials a lot, man.
What is a millennial, please?
That would be you, RJ.
Well, I'm not a millennial because I don't know what it is.
Oh God. Okay. So
we're gonna let that one go.
Yeah,
all
exactly. Right. So, but yeah, no, he does some really amazing stuff, man. I'm trying to.
Okay, so you're talking about maybe putting together some kind of like illustration package or something, or are you doing
just have him do custom work, right? Okay. Because look, my thing is this: if you can buy a pre-made design for up to $25, you can easily get a custom design for what, 30, 35, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, RJ and Glenn, I've showed them his stuff, and they're like, "Wow, that's amazing." Right. So it's premium stuff.
Okay. Are you doing anything with Penji still, or are you?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Steven's hilarious because he's always like, "What about Penji?" Because Young never talks.
I know. Trust me, I know. That's why I asked him.
Well, what, Steven?
Yeah, he's just saying about Penji because you always talk about Penji, so he's being sarcastic with the comment.
All right, Mr. Hustler Hacks, what's going on in your life?
Trying to, not gonna lie, I came back, started uploading more, so I need to get back into it, and I need to figure out, I guess, how I can smooth out the process a little bit. And time management is tough with YouTube, adding 3 videos a week. So something's got to give, especially for next year, because eBay, YouTube, merch. So I'm probably gonna maybe try to slow down the YouTube a little bit, and then I also help out with my family business, so for sure I'm gonna cut that out next year, so I can go more, I guess, somewhat full-time into merch and eBay and everything. So trying to smooth out the process and uploading. I'm still gonna do the designs myself. I'm not hiring anybody. And yeah, at least I can take home whatever royalties for myself. Not
Have you guys talked with Rick Blythe and that his Merch Wizard plugin?
I've had a brief conversation with him. He's a good guy.
Yeah, no, Rick's real smart. Like his Amazon UK group was really good too, just for like getting some ideas for the UK and stuff. But yeah, I haven't even had a chance to play with it yet, just because we have so much stuff going on. Yeah. But in terms of like for us, right, like wanting to be able to control the upload process and not, I know that one of the things that was repeated from the conference, Ken actually posted it, was do not share your password with anybody. That basically when it comes to like having VAs to help you to upload. So that's why I was asking, because I think that Merch Wizard looks pretty intriguing. I need to actually take the time to learn how to use it.
Yeah, no, that's that Chrome extension that's integrated with Airtable, right?
Airtable. Yep.
Yeah. No, it looks. Yeah, we talked a few times, and I told him I would play around with it. I'm like you, right? I'm trying to do too many things. But what are you guys doing? Matt, I want to hear from you because I've spent the last freaking 5 days with RJ. I don't want to talk to him no more. I want to talk to you.
Hey, don't be telling all the secrets, Matt. Come on.
I got no secrets to tell. I spent the last week in Dallas, freaking with my wife and her father. So there wasn't a whole lot of work going on down there. But right now, I'm just trying to catch up. So we went from a 2-person crew to a 1-person crew, and I'm doing double the work.
Okay, RJ, you? What are you working on?
Actually, so I'm trying to see what I should say.
You know what that was? That was you trying to come up with a damn lie.
No.
Spill the beans, dude. Come on.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I have some.
I'm transparent. People love me. What are you doing, dude? Come on.
Okay, so with KDP, okay, because
yeah, we talked about KDP all the time in private.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna kill it on there for sure. So I just outsource the whole thing. I'm not even gonna touch it. I'm gonna outsource the whole thing. Have someone uploading, and actually have someone doing like covers and stuff like that, and uploading. I'll just outsource the whole thing. And only time I mess with it is if they run into a problem or they need me to do something, find a typo or something like that, or I have a question about a keyword, and that's pretty much it. And I'm doing 400 covers, like 400. I'm publishing 400 things a month. I need to get it up there to 1,000. That's my main goal, and see what happens.
Are you using your merch designs for your covers?
These are just all custom ones.
Okay.
Different, but that's actually not a bad idea too. Just might as well just put them on covers too, my designs, because I know they sell for sure. Because they've been selling for you, correct?
Well, I haven't sold like every single one. I only have like 110 up. But last month I did, I think, right around $50.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's about what we did on KDP also, but not with journals. But I got too much stuff going on, man. Like right now, my main focus is the merch account and the Etsy account, and getting both those ready for Q4, and everything else is just kind of gravy. So Etsy's been real busy last week and a half. We came off. So something I was going to share with you guys too. Etsy published a new guide to search, basically, and they basically actually go through a lot of things that we've talked about as maybe this is true or not. So it's really good. It's actual information direct from Etsy. But one of the things that they did share is when your store goes on vacation mode, it does get punished because your rankings and everything else basically hold static, and everybody else's stuff continues to grow and continues to gain information. So when you come back, it can take 2 to 3 weeks for it to recover. So something to keep in mind if you guys ever do want to put your store on vacation mode.
See, that sucks because first of all, the business model that we're doing on Etsy, there's really no reason why we should be on vacation because all we're doing is drop shipping. Right. But I know during Q4, because of the whole integration with Printful and the shipping thing, I know a lot of people shut down their stores, and that's essentially going on vacation.
They set your quantities to 0.
Yeah, oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, or I mean, it is what it is. RJ, you didn't put yours on vacation last year, right?
No, because
you had no issues. You had no issues, man. With people complaining about.
He had some issues, but he went through them.
Dude, I was doing shitty sales last year on Etsy.
I had one lady. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I mean, this is why I put my store on vacation on Etsy during Christmas time, because I had one lady contact me and say, "Oh, I didn't get the shirt in time for Christmas. You basically ruined our Christmas." I was like, "Oh man, come on, are you serious?"
What a Grinch.
So I just put that shit on vacation now.
There was actually Reezy at the conference. He actually had one like a really good question. He was saying because Amazon or Ken said not to share our passwords with anybody, but then Reezy's like, well, what if we have an actual like our business? Because Disney is not actually uploading their own shirts. They actually have outsourced it for someone else to upload their designs. Like, what's your take on that? And they really didn't have an answer. I don't know.
There's different rules for different people. That's one thing I know for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. Disney is a multi-billion-dollar company. We're nobody.
Yeah. Don't be putting yourself down like that. Don't be putting yourself down like that.
Well, who are you supposed to be? Some influencer now?
Nah, I'm the people's champion. You better recognize.
Oh, I recognize. All right. Oh, I recognize. Trust me, I recognize.
Yeah. But pretty much last year with my Etsy store, I was doing like I wasn't doing really good numbers, but now it's like a whole nother level. So,
Glenn, have you been uploading at all on Etsy?
Nah, I don't have time for that.
Are you going to?
Nah.
No.
Nope.
Matt, how are you doing? I know you recently relaunched or like revamped your store.
Yeah, we moved away from Printful because we're having issues with them. So, good. It's been this last week has been the store's finally back to normal. That's where I was talking about the vacation mode because like it was real slow when we came back, and I was starting to get a little worried. And then, it really picked up. I think we did. Let's see, on Saturday we did like 9 or 10 sales, and then we haven't done less than 6 any day since, and like high dollar stuff too, like multiple shirts and orders, that kind of stuff. So it's been good, man. Like
on Saturday, when RJ and Glenn left, I was able to hang out with Josh Brown a lot. You guys know Josh, right? And he was saying that he has a DTG printer, and he does it all himself. And he was like, "Oh man, you should get yourself a printer." I was like, "No, I don't want to do all that." See, that's the thing.
Josh tries to convert everybody to that. He has 3 DTG printers, plus a full screen print setup and sublimation, heat press, the whole 9 yards. But I mean, Josh makes a lot of money off of it too. Like when you don't pay the cost, it's a big difference.
Yeah, no, he was saying like that little added touch. He said something like every time he ships a product, he'll like throw in a piece of candy or something in there.
I think he does a handmade card. So he has like Cricut machine that like does the little like cutouts and stuff.
Sure.
And so he'll do like a handwritten card in every order, that kind of thing. Just the extra touch.
I totally get it, and it works. That's his business model. It works for him. I don't want to do all that. Like I don't want to print.
Dude, I get it, man. Like, you need space for it too. You can't just like you couldn't set it up in your kitchen and just start printing stuff. Like, you need a clean room.
Right there in front of the stove.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's your heat press.
Don't cook anyways, fool.
But yeah, he was telling me to do that, and I was like, man, I can't. What'd you say, RJ? I didn't even hear what he said.
Nah, nothing.
Just chump.
He was all calling me Mexican and all this stuff. He's racist.
What are you talking about?
He said, "You guys can't come into the private room because you're Mexican." And
when the hell did I say that? Man,
Fernando,
now you're over here making up lies. Now you're over here making up lies.
No, me, Fernando, and RJ are all standing there, and the next thing you know, we just got pushed out. So I was like, all right, cool.
Hey, go talk to Chris Green about that, man. Why the hell you guys are the one that's racist?
We're just trying to
I've never met a Hispanic Klansman until I met you guys.
Oh, God.
Yeah, right. The Young's just trying to throw in stories, fake stories.
Jesus.
And then he was trying to fight with someone at the park too. Remember when we first got there?
What was that about, man? There was these 2 bums that almost got into a fight. One was like half naked. Remember that? That was weird.
Yeah.
Was this RJ after he came home at 2 a.m.?
Nah, I wasn't me.
Yeah, so that was weird. These guys were all drugged up, man. They were like about to throw down in the middle of the street. I was like, what the hell?
Uh-oh,
Here we go,
your
Young.
dad's
Your
in the
poppy's
chat.
here.
Pops, we need to talk about my allowance, man. We need to talk about my allowance.
So,
But,
Cam, what's going
I
on?
mean, what were some other highlights though? I mean, just the networking. I mean, we talk about this all the time, right?
Remember this?
Right.
Let's
I'm
talk
just
about
trying to-
food.
Well,
Remember
hold
the
on
sushi-
real quick before
okay,
we
go
get into the experience, everything else. Like I'm trying to give people some value because like I wasn't there necessarily. I'm probably going to get the videos, but I want to give people an idea like what can they expect if they do want to get the videos. You know, in terms of the merch content that was there, obviously RJ spoke about merch, and you guys spoke about design, kind of, which also has merch things. Who else talked about merch?
Ken and
Ken.
Michael Essick.
Uh-huh.
I think the one that blew me away the most was he's like, was it Jason? How he
The
does like,
Shopify guy.
The Shopify.
yeah, I just like 60K in products like a day. Like I was like, what the hell?
I mean, all the talks were good, man. It's just
Yeah.
again, it's just I mean, it's all somehow related to merch, right?
Yeah.
You know, we talked about Facebook marketing with Rachel and Dave doing the letter of protest. That's all related to merch.
Well, how much are the videos, anyways?
I have no idea.
$99.
That's
that's,
it?
that's nothing.
Ah, man, dude, buy the
It's
video
nothing.
then.
Dude,
Yeah,
merch people are cheap, bro.
No, they are. They are.
Just-
We talk about that all the time.
Every person that talked just put $10 on. Like it's not even $10 a person. It's like what, like $5 or $2 a person
We talking
that
about.
talked. Like if you do the math between how many people that were speaking at the event, divide that by
Oh,
$99. It's like, yeah, it's cheap.
When
Yeah,
the
I mean-
hell did you become a mathematician?
I'm good at math. I'll come
Oh, yeah?
come over to Stanford and kick your ass.
What's 2 times 8? What's 2 times 8?
No, don't worry about it.
Okay, Matt. That's my point.
I would have had it. I had it already.
That's my point.
Yeah. Quit trying to stump RJ.
I know, dude.
I've
This
already
is his
stumped him.
channel.
I don't care. I stumped him.
Man, I should have got Fernando in on this talk. I feel like Fernando's giving me more information in chat than
Dude,
you have.
Fernando's
Young.
Fernando's a good guy. Fernando's a good guy. But yeah, if it's $99, just get the damn videos.
I mean, I agree. Like we talk about all the time. You should invest in your business, and some of the stuff that they talked about there is like real top level stuff, like stuff that you're going to pay a lot more if you want to go get their individual content. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing. Oh gosh, man, how many times have I said this? Right? I mean, you talk about investing. You talk about investing. We're all so we're all fortunate to be on Amazon merch, right? And it cost us nothing. Okay, maybe if you're gonna outsource, you pay for that, but essentially it cost us nothing. Imagine if you had an actual space. You know how much money you guys be spending on that?
Okay, let me
sure.
be the person. Maybe the person that's gonna complain. Well, I got 5 returns today, though.
Right. Ken made the best point out of all of it. Right. So it's $99. It's the same price as you could buy a Vector pack with 250 rainbow camping tents and sailboats. So it's a bargain.
Wow.
Bring
Jeez.
Ken in here.
What are you drinking, dude?
Orange juice.
Okay.
I mean, I'll say that. I don't care.
Orange juice and chill. But yeah, no, I think $99. That's nothing.
Oh yeah. Cheap.
Buy the damn videos.
Yeah,
people.
it's a tax write-off too. It's a tax write-off. You can use it as a tax write-off. That makes it.
So here's a question. Are you I guess Young first. So now that we're practically in Q4, then are you gonna like do anything else to build up merch, or you're gonna just like pretty much do Etsy and
No, I mean I'm uploading every day, right? I've always said merch is my priority, right? I'm not gonna like put it aside and just put all my focus on Etsy, right? I mean, merch is my thing. But I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing that I'm doing. Just keep uploading, put up quality designs, and that's it.
RJ? RJ's up in here.
I don't know what's going on. You guys are like, I don't know if you guys are touching yourselves.
Oh man. Nah, hey Matt, do you see what's going on in the chat?
No.
I mean, I see that people are talking about your gay dogs.
Nah, I'm not talking about that. Nah, well, with merch, I'm just doing the same exact thing that I've been doing is just I don't know, just focusing more on the designs, like quality of design, like for sure. Like I see a big difference right now.
Yeah.
Like right now, I see a big difference right now on Halloween. I hit it pretty hard, like really hard, and like the sales are they're coming in like how I expected them to come in.
And RJ made a good point during his presentation, right? Like he compared a custom illustration to the stuff that you get on Free Pick, and there's a huge difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's because RJ's again, he's investing.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't get that whole that cheap stuff, man. That the whole cheap route, it just makes no sense to me.
No, I agree. One thing I do want to talk about before I forget it, Jason or James Griffin, I'm sorry, made a post in our group. He's from South Carolina. He's trying to organize a shirt drive for kids specifically, but really anybody. And if you are in the lower tiers and you're trying to get out of it and you want to just, buy some shirts and send them to him, so specifically if you're out of the country and you can't do Amazon merch, it's a great opportunity to do something that's going to benefit your account right before Q4, plus also give some stuff to these people that lost everything basically in this hurricane.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's so badass.
There's a link in our group to it. I'll make sure we bump it again. But yeah, like if you guys, because I hear that complaint all the time. Like I live in wherever, right? Like I live in the Netherlands and I can't do Amazon merch. Like I can't send it directly to me. So where can I send these shirts? Like here's a chance for you to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
No, I was just gonna say, what was really cool, also was there were people that traveled a long distance to attend the conference. Thea came all the way from Scotland. Obviously, Michael, second year in a row, coming from the UK. RJ coming from California. That was a joke. But yeah, no, a lot of people
represented California. You gotta put your arms up like that.
A lot of people traveled a long ways to attend the conference. So, kudos to those guys, right?
Yeah. What is it? Dion? She came from Canada.
Canada, right? Yeah, she lives.
And then Jacob, my boy Jacob, came from Canada too.
Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
there's only one Jacob.
I was thinking of someone else. No,
I guess there's two Jacobs, but
yeah,
Jacob Topping. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fernando came from Miami.
That's nice. So who's buying a llama?
What's that?
You just fart, man. You just ripped one on the live air, huh?
Who is buying a llama?
And then you ripped one. And then you just ripped one. Oh, you sick bastard.
Oh god, you guys are a mess.
You guys are killing me, man. Hey, okay, so who's running AMS ads? I already had a sell at. Oh no! Oh my god, that would probably increase your sales. I got a sell at it was like 13 cents or something, and I was like, man, AMS is working.
I gotta get on there.
It's working. I can see like you know what I mean. It's gonna boost everything up.
Okay.
That wasn't me. That was Matt.
I don't buy it. I think it was you. You sick.
That was definitely you.
It wasn't me.
Dude, he did that in the freaking Uber too.
I did.
Oh man.
He tried to say, "Oh, it was my elbow."
I don't do that.
Your elbow doesn't fart, you idiot.
I don't do that. I won't do that. I'll do it by myself, but I won't do it in public. Stay away from the Chipotle. See what you guys are doing.
You see how pissed Yong got that RJ wouldn't pay for any of the Lyft or Ubers.
What?
How pissed he would get when RJ was like,
"Oh, check this
out. Whose turn is it?" RJ's like,
hey. So first of all, next year, this is what I told Glenn. Either I need to get a girlfriend, okay?
That's a long shot.
Okay, or Glenn needs to bring his wife, because there's no way in hell RJ is gonna stay with us next year. Okay,
you're gonna be staying with us.
I'll get my own damn place, dude. Every freaking time he's like, "I ain't paying for Lyft." No,
like, well, how are you gonna get around without it?
Who
was RJ planning on just walking?
Dude, every time he didn't want to pay. He's like, "I'm not paying for this." No. Oh,
No, I did once. And no, twice.
you're a cheap bastard. You're a cheap bastard who farts on air.
I didn't. That wasn't me. Oh God.
Ken just said you can stay with Dad at the Hyatt.
Oh, hell yeah.
There you go.
It'll come out with an even bigger hurt back.
Sounds like you better start saving up your allowance.
Hell yeah.
But yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the last thing I did want to talk about. We've kind of been joking around about a little bit most of the week, but the whole Drama Llama situation.
Oh yeah.
Regardless of that whole situation, right? Like I think one of the things that it's really woken up to me, at least, and I've been talking about it for a while, but the community as a whole really needs to start buying into doing something to fight some of these trademarks, because it's only going to get worse. Like that situation was ridiculous, but guess what? If we weren't there to fight it, like if we weren't there actually calling it out and doing all those things, it would have happened.
Yeah,
right.
No, absolutely. No, I mean, kudos to Ken's group, the Trademark Watchdogs. I mean, they're doing good things over there.
Yeah, no, I think that I really do. I think that all of us that are doing this stuff, like we need to either donate a little bit of money, like donate $2 a month to their Patreon, right? Like it's nothing. It's not going to cost you hardly anything.
I signed up, man.
I do too. Like I do $20 a month. Like it's whatever, right? Like I don't necessarily have the time to file the what's called the letters of protest. I probably do. I just haven't done it.
Mm-hmm.
But if nothing else, like just start contributing some money, because it's the kind of thing that if we don't do something, like you think the trademarks are ridiculous now, people are like actively trying to go out and trademark stuff every single day. It's only going to get worse.
And it's more, it's more than merch, man. It's everything. It's Redbubble. It's Etsy. It's
everything. Yeah, it's not just a merch thing. It's
Teespring.
anywhere that you do apparel. I'm not even saying print on demand. Anywhere you do apparel and you sell it, like you are, at risk of having somebody come in and take your best-selling design and go, "Oh, I like that. I'm going to put a trademark on it, so you can't do it anymore."
Yeah, I need to get the Patreon down below in the description too as well to actually help out with that. So I'll edit that in the description down below. I'll put it down below, and whoever wants to subscribe to it, just go ahead and do that. What is it? What's the cost? Like $2, $5, $10?
It's a Patreon.
It's Patreon. There's levels. You can do $2. You can do all the way up to 100, or you can do custom.
Okay.
Just support what you can. If you can do $2, do $2.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Every little bit helps, especially because we're talking to lawyers and trying to do things that are going to hopefully make a damage to these trolls.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Also, too, we need to get people. If you guys have anybody interested, like getting on the show, you guys want us to get anybody on the show, let us know. We'll actually make a little post of that in the group. See who we get on the show next week or something like that.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's.
Oh, hey! Before we go, Matt, I just want to say, I know you're going to do some tough times there with your father-in-law, man. All jokes aside, we are praying for you, man.
No, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Like the community's been awesome. Like you guys are awesome. Like I heard that from so many people that reached out in private and just wanted to let us know that like they're thinking of us. So
yeah, absolutely. I mean,
we
joke all the time, but
we definitely felt it when we were in Dallas, man. So
cool.
Right.
We got anything else?
No. I think AMS ads. Everybody should be running those. If you guys are not running those, run those. They're working. Like I've been putting things like just messing around. I have one at 75 cents per bid. I have shirts at 25. I have shirts at 15. I have shirts at 10 cents. I think you can put it at 10 cents. But the one at I think it was 15 cents actually made it sell.
It just depends on the niche. You gotta test, guys. Like don't walk into it and just go, I need my ad to show on top, so I'm gonna bid $1 a click, like because you're gonna burn a lot of money. Like just test the stuff. Don't spend a bunch of money right off the bat. Start small. Yeah, for sure. And then also too, if you guys put it at 75 cents or $1, it is gonna spend some money. So pay attention to it and don't go in there just crazy trying to do stuff. So it's all about testing. It's all about testing when it comes to AMS. Like anything else, any type of ad, you always want to test it. You can just mess with things. Like you can put it up to $1 and see what happens. You know what I mean? And just go from there. So, yeah.
Any last words, man? RJ, you want to fart one last time before we head out?
That wasn't me.
You know what? Fernando actually has a good question, and I think it's perfect because we just got into Q4. Q4 strategies, like any Q4 strategies you guys want to talk about, things that people should be thinking about?
No, I'm just uploading, man. I'm not doing anything different. That's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me.
I'm thinking it's just going to be the numbers game and just try to upload as many as you possibly can. And I mean, we've seen it the last 2 years. If they some sort of freeze or if their capacity at some reason with shirts or pop sockets or something, at least you did everything you possibly could.
I would say pop sockets though, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I would also say long sleeves. Long sleeves did really well in fourth quarter last year, and they didn't get throttled the same way.
Mm-hmm.
there you
I
go.
think, well, honestly, another thing too, I think is very important. We're actually going to get overwhelmed with numbers. We're going to have actually really good days, and I think one of the biggest mistakes that I made last year was actually I get too excited when I see like good numbers in a day. Don't get excited. Focus ahead. Keep on uploading. Keep on going. It feels good. Don't get me wrong, but do not get caught up in like, hell yeah, like I'm at this number right here. I'm just going to relax today. Hell no. Keep on uploading, keep on designing, and push forward. Like you want to be designing already for January, February, and keep on going ahead. It's going to feel good. It's like, you know what I mean? You're going to get the results, of course, in the fourth quarter, but you want to push forward. Keep on pushing forward. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
There you go.
What was that? Freaking
Oh, man. RJ.
All right. So I think that's gonna do it right there. Yeah. Or you guys have anything else to say?
I don't have anything else. I think we're good.
I'm good.
Good.
Cool. Thank
You
you
want-
guys.
you
I
wanna
appreciate it.
Just want to give a shout out, anything like that?
Oh, congratulations to Glen and Yong on your guys' 100th episode, man.
Oh,
yeah.
no, thanks. And thanks for donating the prize. And thanks to Ken and a bunch of other people, man. They donated some amazing prizes. And you know what's funny? Half the people haven't even claimed it. And I said, look, man, 24 hours, claim your prize. It's been 48 hours now, and there's still nothing.
Well, if they don't want it, I'll take it.
Well, I want to do another drawing here in the next couple of
You
days.
should do it. You should do it on your next show, and you should do it with the chat because the chat was screaming for you guys to do give-outs and giveaways, and you guys wouldn't give them anything.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
I'm not messing with the chat, huh?
Hey, don't you have a YouTube channel too?
It's on Pornhub.
Oh God, there you go.
It's on Pornhub.
Oh,
You were my first subscriber, remember?
No llama porn.
oh man. All right, guys. If you guys haven't given this video a thumbs up, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. I appreciate it. And we're gonna call it a night. And that is it. Thank you. Have a good night.